Yesterday, they scored 8 against FaZe Clan, but that 14-minute overtime kept them stymied for a while. Kinsey gets the opening goal here for Torrent, and now if you're an NRG fan, you got to be wondering, wait a minute, is there just some kind of mental block with Torrent here?
Just a tough break
shot. Instead, it's Kinsey denied by Garrett G.
Really nice structure there from NRG on defense. Now with Chris crossing up the pitch, and they're going to string a couple of passes together. What a pass and shot. Great transition. Spreading the field, never giving an opportunity for anyone on Torrent to even look at breaking that play up, and a bullet all the way to the far.
That little hesitation's going to cost him. He's really in a tough spot. Kinsey didn't get the stop on Garrett G, and that little hesitation deep in the corner let NRG just walk all over Torrent.
Yeah, big win from Justin and Magic Bear trying to figure out where he needs to go, and that as well with 2 people missing the same ball up above the backboard. That's
deflected away. Kinsey doing all he can to control with Magic Bear coming in behind him. And Magic Bear with the rebound will score to tie it with 43 to go.
Oh, look at Kinsey manage this challenge. They realized they were kind of rushing their play earlier. This time they stick right behind the ball, and Garrett G, little double commit on the goal line as well. Means he's down. You'd like to see him start stringing a couple challenges together in the midfield instead of constantly push, recall, push, recall. This time they get caught on the recall. Zanil's going to close it down 1 minute into OT. Not a bad touch from Garrett G, but Justin, don't even think he saw Zanil camping over there, and I think he just got caught sleeping.
Well, NRG's played plenty of overtime today just by virtue of that one game against FaZe, and now a minute extra added onto the overtime tally. To be in the right place at the right time to make the save. Around Squishy, Zanil, wide turn. There's the pass to Kinsey, and a 1-0 lead.
They catch NRG trying to get a little cheeky. If that's a win from Squishy, it's Torrent who's on the back foot, not going to be able to handle this one. Garrett G honestly took his best guess, thought we're first in game 2, and they might get a second one. Magic Bear drops it. Garrett G can't hit it either. Kinsey collects, thank you very much. And Garrett G's like, dude, you gotta hit the ball here. Come on, that's not on me. You're making me look bad by missing the ball.
Oh, once again,
make a few adjustments, but as I alluded to a little bit earlier on the broadcast today, big chance here. That's a nice bump from Justin. Gonna take a big bite out of Zanil on the goal line. He was positioned well. Torrent in general not in too bad of a spot here, but the missed touch from Kinsey definitely gonna make it a lot more difficult, and NRG just making sure to dot their I's and cross play against than they normally do. I mean, NRG for what?
Yeah, I think NRG's figured it out. Just have Garrett do this. How many touches? Are you kidding me?
Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
In that lower round, now Garrett G, all the time in the world, and he couldn't do anything with it. Squishy shot denied by Magic Bear. Kinsey on his horse, can't get it. Justin will score. Series tied.
So they did a really nice job holding off NRG for a while. The problem became they started losing some of their boosts, and then they just got strapped too far and weren't actually able to make plays across the pitch and stay with NRG, and NRG as well starting to get a little more equalized on some of those challenges, certainly sticking the ball in that blue half. That approach could have been huge for Torrent, but what a big brain defense play from Squishy. And a takeaway! Oh, mama! There's the big outplay that NRG have been looking for. Huge takeaway. This dish from Garrett G, no chance. You think Justin's gonna get that little kiss on it, tip it around you. Zanil, not a bad line, but absolutely cooked.
If anybody has ever questioned if Justin still has the Isonaut, first of all, you are certified on the North American side. He's out today, so Falius is stepping in. And if you wonder why there are so many long overtimes in Europe, well, here we are. It's always his fault. Justin scoring early here, a rare early goal out of NRG, as Justin's now scored 3 straight in the series.
And that was perfection from early. They'd like to take as many shots as they can and not have to rely on something at 0 seconds. And that's a huge demo. And Justin will collect another one.
Make that 4 in a row for Justin. He just keeps on scoring. Getting a lot of help from Garrett G that time, but Justin can't score, and they won't. Time's gonna run out on Torrent, and NRG has finally got it all figured out. Justin does it again. He scored the last 5 goals for NRG.
Yeah, nice touch here from Justin. I think Zanil initially hopping maybe to think about dodging a demo or maybe just let Justin bring the ball a little closer, but that was just enough. All the way into the top of the net, 3 straight, the hat trick for Justin. Oh, and now you kind of get a little more physical. They know that that's probably one of their best ways to at least give themselves space to work with. Huge pinch, and Magic Bear will collect Squishy Muffins. You can't really fault him for this one. I mean, rotates back post, doesn't have a lot of boost to handle, and that one, I mean, what are you going to do when it just pinches over his shoulder and you got no boost on the goal?
Here goes Justin for an equalizer, and Zanil stopped that too.
Oh, but he dropped his slippery step.
Oh, that's a giveaway, and Kinsey just watched it go. It's off the crossbar and in. Garrett G ties it.
Oh, and he's got 100 boost too. I mean, Zanil drops it, and Kinsey starts heading forward because he thinks his teammate's going to have it, and Kinsey is just off the line.
So Zanil will pop it away. 8 of the last 9 goals in this series scored by NRG. Most of them by that guy, Justin. Bangs another home.
I mean, this one just goes from bad to worse right there. If your Torrent gets crushed on the challenge, and Magic Bear again starting to head off the goal line, thinking maybe we're going on to offense.
Into the corner. Oh, and a double commit between Zanil and Magic Bear. They got caught up with Magic Bear rotating out. Ball touches down, and NRG survives finally to return to Championship Sunday.
You know what? Good show from NRG. That's what you see when you realize that you've kind of been dropping the ball a little bit.